I always give a disclaimer about my pieces. This piece is called To Whom It May Concern. And when I first started doing poetry, a friend of mine told me, "You're doing poetry?" And I said, "No, I'm doing ministry. Poetry is ministry. Poetry is supposed to edify and to change you. You're not supposed to leave the same way you came in." So I'm going to do this piece for you guys. To whom it may concern. To whom it may concern. When I spit God's gift, I go hard or I go home. Don't mind being alone because the God in me keeps me company. And when I was born, I was spoon-fed metaphors, so I bleed poetry. I am the epitome of self-fulfilling prophecy because I already gave names to my unborn seeds. My daughter will be named Rivalry and my son will be named Speech because I need revolutionaries as my legacy. That's attached to this umbilical cord of life. Making poetry my pen's midwife. Potentially making poetry my death sentence because when your rib is missing, your breathing becomes limited. Blood, sweat, and tears embedded in these sentences. With words given the power to move mountains on schedule. And the devil has the nerve to hate the God that I serve, all because misery hates house guests, but it loves company and ain't never been a resident. I am food for thought, which makes me relevant. If the day poetry no longer needs me, my words become celibate. Because at that very second, words will start living below their potential. Because man will be given a pencil without knowing how to erase. Putting hidden agendas in God's place. Which is the reason why I continue to play the cards that I've been given. Because God never stops talking, we just stop listening. And death is still bitching. All because I cheated on her 3 times, which is the reason why I'm still living. I was reborn with wisdom. On the 13th day of the first moon. Unleashed with unrehearsed logic, I'm the challenge of fiction versus the truth. No longer playing dead just to survive or ready to die slow at a fast pace. So I reciprocate by spitting these metaphors in reverse, giving new momentum to the truth so not even my mistakes make sense. Because every time I open my mouth, God comes out. Convinced that this poetry in me is God's doing. I'm just the one he's been using. To whom it may concern.
My name is Malaika, and I want to thank Connie. Because I didn't have any idea I was going to come on. That's David. You're beautiful. I love you too. You're my sister. Children of the ghetto. Children of the ghetto, why are you dying? Hijos del barrio, porque lloran? Hijos del barrio, porque mueren.
I met her by accident on purpose. I met her by accident on purpose. I mean, she was a perfect exaggeration of the truth. With the beauty that sucks summer from the sun. Making her body the envy of silhouettes, and with God's permission, I want to bathe her and watch her sun-kissed colored locks with trust. Because she is what perfection is lacking, surpassing all understanding of what makes me love her on purpose. And even though she is a picture of my imagination, we will meet again. In a time where expectation synchronizes with coincidence. And we both reap the benefits of what love promised. Because she is my lifeline to failures that become success stories. She is the celebration in my eyes because eyes can never lie to the truth. And thanks to withdrawals, she has the audacity to be my addiction.
my favorite CD on repeat. She is my alphabet from A to Z. She is where life and death meet, and I'm in between. I'm just saying. If there were any love better than this, I would do time for a crime I didn't commit. I would even love her with no strings attached. Because what I lack, she feels to the whim of my reality because we simply make sense. At the expense of love taking a chance on us. Beyond what this universe allows. But man cannot live by bread alone. So boldly, I asked poetry to marry me, and she said yes. With her already knowing that love is God's word. Which is the reason why I fell in love with her.